that's been like the coolest thing about being in this position. 10, 15 years ago, I could go out on a commercial property and meet a commercial adjuster, not just Joe Blow,
right,
an actual general adjuster, somebody that's qualified to pay for that roof. And he's going to actually listen to what I say, trust what I say as a damage expert, and hey, this is damage, this is why, and he's going to pay for that roof. And the industry has changed because there's so many bad players on all sides, because there's so much unsophistication. I use a term called fuckery. Right. So bringing in a sophisticated professional in that, service, we get that respect, and we get the better adjusters, we get the better treatment, we get everything else. They have things that they have to follow, and I think the carriers trust that. If I'm on the other end, if I'm an adjuster, again, I operate a lot of, I try to put myself in somebody else's shoes. Right. If I'm an adjuster and I'm going out on an adjustment, am I going to take the damage more seriously if it's Chuck in a truck sitting across from me, if it's a public adjuster sitting across from me, or if it's an attorney? Yeah. Who's more professional? Who's more trustworthy? Who actually has an ethics that they have to follow? And so when you talk about quick claims process, that's probably the fastest that it's happened. Is that 8 weeks, that one in Colorado?
I mean, that's scoot.
Maybe that's more nefarious in saying they're purposely denying claims, but if it's a $30 million, $60 million claim and I got a chance not to pay it at court, I'd probably risk that chance. That's myself.
Well, plus also remember, a loss that big, you're going to want to cross your T's and dot your I's. So if I'm the carrier, that 350-page policy is actually a 2,000 page Lloyd's of London. We've got 90 different people insuring, and we've insured this toilet. This guy over here.
It becomes more complex. It adds complexity to it. I try not to ever give any expectations on speed.
Right.
I can tell you, I guess I can't, but I would assume that we're going to get it done faster than anybody else. What do insurance companies do? Their base. What do insurance companies do?
They manage risk.
Manage risk, right? Yeah. They assess risk and they put a value on it. They put a risk value on it.
Ruben Pfeffer.
So what is riskier? A contractor, a public adjuster, or a lawyer? So when they manage risk, when they see us on that file, they understand that it is riskier, if there is anything nefarious, just to try to deny it, than it would be with anybody else. So they're going to cross their T's, they're going to dot their I's, they're going to do things the right way. Right. And again, it hasn't happened on every claim, because we have that one that I told you about that, what the hell are you guys doing? We are taking notes and we're monitoring what you're doing. But most of the time, man, it's showing that it goes that way, that they're respecting us, that they're watching out for their property, that they're actually taking care of the client.